Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here in our downtown studios in Lansing, Michigan. And we're going to stay down here. We're just going to venture down the block a little bit. We're going to spend some time with Scott Keith, good friend, president and CEO of LEPFA, the Lansing Entertainment and Public Facilities Authority. And Scott, it's always good to see you. How you doing?
Doing well, Chris. It's good to see you, my friend.
Good. So let's explain to everybody what LEPFA is, because it is an authority and it has authority over several facilities.
So we are a government agency that is contracted with the city of Lansing to operate and manage the Lansing Center, Jackson Field, home of the Lansing Lugnuts, and Groesbeck Golf Course. But then we also kind of dabble in a lot of major events downtown as well. So we're involved in Silver Bells in the City, the Common Ground Music Festival, and, Margarita Fest, anything fun downtown, we tend to have somehow our hands in.
You're like the fun people, right?
We are fun people. We have a fun job. It's not easy, but it's a fun job.
No, you're absolutely right. So tell me though, being in that entertainment industry, about your last year and a half to 2 years.
As I look back, we were one of the first industries that kind of just come to a screeching halt. We were shut down. We were literally moving in what we affectionately called the Deer and Turkey Show. It was kind of an outdoorsman show. And about an hour before we opened the gates, the edict came down that we were shut down. And so we were in there for a long time. We really pushed for slowly opening, being safe, but it wasn't really till about last fall that we started seeing, some openings, particularly at the Lansing Center. Now, there were some outdoor activities that we were able to do, particularly at the golf course and also at the stadium. But at the convention center, we were really shut down for a long period of time. So it had a significant impact. And one of the biggest impacts that many don't see is the staffing aspect. Because our people were either laid off or cut back for such a long period of time, they went and found other positions, and they didn't come back when we did reopen. So we're in a big process of rehiring, finding new people, training new people. So it's been a really long process. It's been painful. We're at a point where industry is coming back. Events are coming back. Everyone's wanting to get in person with people. Now the challenge is, how do we do that with fewer staff or the additional challenges?
Well, you alluded to the ballpark, and I know that they're busy and getting pretty good crowds again. People are starting to come out. Are you filling up now that people are saying, okay, there's a light at the end of this tunnel, let's plan next year's event?
We are. Even in this current year, a lot of the events slid. They kept sliding. They were planning to be here on 1 October, they moved to the next October, or maybe they moved to a February date. So they did slide. And a lot of things in our personal lives did that too. So we are filling up. Next year looks very strong for convention season. As you alluded to, the Lugnuts are having good crowds, good attendance. People are very activated. We're also seeing, sponsorships and partnerships start to grow again, which is really exciting to see that businesses are coming together to promote each other in a way that, we haven't seen in probably about 15 or 20 years. So that's really, Quality Dairy is very much involved now at the stadium, which hasn't happened in a long time. I mean, those kind of partnerships are really important in our business. And that's another indicator that things are coming back strong.
Well, and I think that was one of the positive things that came out of COVID. It did get us to do a little more creative work and build a few more coalitions. So Scott, tell me, the golf course, how did the golf course fare?
Well, and I'm sure you're aware, during COVID, golf actually saw a rebound. There was, for a couple of years, people were concerned that golf may have started to go past its prime. And COVID, because things were shut down, golf included for about a 2-month window, had some tight restrictions. But right after that, it just exploded. People were jumping to get out on the course. The college students learned that the golf course can be much like an outdoor bar. So they really, they came out in droves to the golf course, which was good. It had its own challenges, but it was good. So golf course took off, peaked in late 20. 21 saw it start to level off, and we're anticipating, if the weather could cooperate this spring and summer, we're anticipating a similar year to 21 in golf course.
It's interesting, and this as a golf course owner, I had the same cycle. It was destitute for about a month, and then people just came in droves because you could spend time doing something, right?
Yes.
So it really did make a difference. The people issue, boy, I just think that's a challenge for everybody right now, and we see that in our future business index. I don't know if you have a plan to overcome that, or
it's boy, I wish there were a one size fit all plan to overcome that. I think it's got to be multifaceted. You're gonna have to try everything under the sun, and things that maybe you haven't ever done before. That's one of the things we're looking at. It's beyond advertising. Anybody can put a sign out there and say we're now hiring. I think you've got to go where we're talking about doing a TikTok video. These are not things that I would have ever thought, you had to do that. And this is how you're going to have to be creative to hire.
Well, I'm a little worried about your TikTok video coming over my phone.
It will not involve me, I promise.
Okay, well,
it will involve someone much younger.
That may not bring him back in droves. Scott Keith, who is the president and CEO of LEPFA, you heard it, the Lansing Entertainment and Public Facilities Authority. Thanks for joining us in the great work you do, my friend.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate your time.
You've been watching this on the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. Stick around. We'll be back.